Hello and welcome back to Dungeons & Dragons Basics, from dice to roleplay. In the last episode, we talked about all of the classes available in Dungeons & Dragons, and today we're going to be talking about feats and items, two very important parts of your character. So let's get started, first by talking about what an item is. Items are just really any object your player may pick up and use during the game. They could be weapons, like swords and staffs, or just like regular things, like things you cook with, or like a tent. They could also be specific key items that your dungeon master introduces as part of the story. So these are all things that you have to keep track of, what you have and what you don't have. Each player has a limit to how much they're able to carry based on their size and strength. So if you're a bigger person, you're able to carry more. And if you're a stronger person, you're able to carry more. If you hit a certain level of weight that you're carrying, it can slow your character down. So for instance, if you hit your what they call an encumbrance limit, it could cut your speed in half. So that's not great, especially if you're trying to fight. Some items are magical and have special abilities or traits that can buff or debuff you. For example, there are cursed items that can restrict your character depending on the curse. So there's all sorts of different curses that can be put on items that could actually be bad for you. But they might give you buffs in certain ways. Like there's trade-offs to these things. A feat is an area of talent or expertise that a character can learn as they level up, which give them even more capabilities. It gives characters training, experience, and abilities outside of an individual's class. So when a character is leveling up, they can choose to forego their ability score increase and take a feat instead. So every time you level up, you can increase one of your ability scores. But instead of doing that, you could take a feat, and these feats you have to take their prerequisites for them. And if you lose a prerequisite, then that feat is gone until you can regain it. And feats have all sorts of different effects and abilities, so they're important things to consider when you level up. There are also specific feats that are racial, so that means that you can only take them if you are that race. For instance, halflings are incredibly lucky folk, and so they get the racial feat Bountiful Luck, and that allows them and their allies to reroll ones on attack rolls. Each race has their own racial feat that they get with different bonuses. So you have to kind of explore the different races of characters so you can figure out what these special feats are. Thanks so much for this quick video on feats and items, and we'll see you next time to learn more about Dungeons & Dragons. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you soon for some more D&D action.